So if I think about barriers, I think of it in two areas. I think of professional barriers and I think of personal barriers. Professionally, being one of very few women back then, more than 2 decades ago in Anglo-American, was still pretty unique. And I think the first thing for me was trying to, in a very short space of time, shake the graduate stigma that I had, because I was still a rookie, I was still young, I was a woman, and I'm trying to fast track a career through senior management roles. So I think that was the first barrier. The second one was, I think I've always felt during my career or early stages of my career, I was always at a level or two lower than my male counterparts. And I was definitely at a far lower salary as well than my male counterparts. And I think and related to that is probably that I never got the training that some of my male counterparts got. So if there was an executive course in London or in Chile, I did feel, my hand was up, but I was maybe the third or second person that said, not the first person. So I think those are the professional barriers. In terms of how do you overcome that, I think it's resilience. I've never been a pushover, but I think that's something inherent. I was born not being a pushover. My parents taught me that if you want it, you fight for it and you get it. I think what I learned over my career, though, it's not fighting, or not stop fighting, it's how you fight. Yeah. I've learned tactic. So I'd still stay the course, I'd still pick my hand up, but I'll be quite tactical about, making sure that people knew that if I'm not the first one to go on a course, I'm definitely the second one. So I think it's that, and I often tell people that those are skills that you can't be taught. Those are skills that basically through maturity, through the number of years, you basically try and acquire. Personally, if I think about barriers, I think of mindset. If someone told me when I left university, all the way in 1998, that I would go on to do what I've done in my career over the last 20 years, I would have said you were joking. And I said, forget it. I'm a woman, number one. Number two, I've not gone to the best private schools. I was taught to believe that you got to be within certain circles to have to achieve. And I think, again, maybe midway through the last 20 years, I decided that's not the only thing. There is something about ability, hard work, commitment. And once I could see the results of what my hard work started to deliver, I then made the mindset change that I could do it, that it was possible. So if I think of barriers, I think I was probably my worst enemy at a point in time. But I very quickly shook that off.